Bet. Alright, there it goes. Somebody let me know in the chat if it's working or not. If it's working in the chat, let me fucking know. Because I don't know shit at this point. All my shit missing. It should be straight though. I think I have all my settings right, so. Oh well, fuck it. We'll just do it this way. Alright. Alright, we are here. This is episode 1 of MMA Talk. Episode 1. Y'all let me know if y'all like it, and we'll keep talking about it. We're gonna wait till more people get in here too. Wait till more people come in here. Damn. We'll get into one fight while we're waiting on everybody, I guess.
All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight matchup between Sugar Rashad Evans and Mark Hunt. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight
What's
fight.
up, Mr. Killer KB?
More than 5 years
What's going on, bro?
With similar height and some differences in reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, bro? We gonna wait till some more people get in here, cause my notifications been tripping. Every time I drop a video, like people been telling me they ain't been getting my notifications, all type of shit. I am Mark Hunt in the blue shorts.
Look at that jab. Nice.
Hunt's uppercut is blocked. Looked like for a minute he had a window there. It closed quickly.
We got tagged there. He's blocking almost all these shots.
There we go.
Just misses.
That's a big uppercut he just landed.
Fucking Houston Homer shit.
Lands a nice one, too.
Oh!
Watch the shot here, Joe. Oh.
Got his ass. Come on, let's go. Is this a wrap? No, it ain't a wrap.
Spin to the back.
Damn.
Beautiful
He got
body
up.
shot there, too. He is getting off some huge punches here. There he lands it again.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Just let him reverse me. Fuck it.
Beautiful into mount.
What are you gonna do with it? Fuck are you gonna do with it? Not a goddamn
Excellent
fucking
posture
thing.
here.
Nope. Come on.
He's got his back.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. He landed that punch flush.
Vicious ground and pound elbow.
Just over 2 minutes, round 1.
He's getting off some very nice ground and pound here.
No, get the fuck off me.
He lands a huge elbow to the head.
Get off of me.
Under 2 minutes to
Talk
go
about the rounds,
in a back and
bro.
forth first
So
round
so
here.
look, peep. Cause I know y'all gonna talk to me, tell me to get off of like certain topics and shit like this. Quite frankly, I'm just trying this out because this is MMA Talk episode 1. This is the I told people that I'm gonna start doing more MMA content, and that this is gonna be MMA Talk episode 1. I did see the Rockets. They did get the dub tonight against a good Wizards team. So, but yeah, like unfortunately, I can't really talk too much about like sports and like the NFL and shit like that. But what I can do, I'll try to work in some time like later on in the stream. Just simply because people have been asking me, they're like, hey, like, we kind of want to knock his bitch ass out. Let's go. But people have been asking about the MMA episode, and like they want MMA talks, they want all that stuff. So I told them that, you know, like I'm gonna have my separate stream for that. I'm gonna have everything for that. So quite frankly, this is gonna be the MMA episode, like pretty much just with all the MMA talks, with relevant MMA stuff, all type of stuff like that. So yes, bro, Khabib versus Ferguson is definitely cursed, man. There's no way that this fight will probably ever happen. And it was so weird, bro, how Tony Ferguson hurt himself too. So basically, he was fulfilling his media obligations with the UFC, and pretty much what happened with that was that he just ended up tripping over cables, and he ended up tearing his LCL off of the bone, like, completely. So honestly, that's some bullshit, dude. Like, this fight would never happen. This fight was made like 3 times, like, before. This shit is not gonna work. This shit is just definitely not gonna work, man. But I think honestly they put in I mean, it's not really like, I guess, a better fight per se. It's just a style change, and then the one who has the bigger name with Max Holloway. So you're going to come in with Max Holloway, and you're going to fight Max Holloway. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad for Holloway or for Khabib. So who fucking knows anymore?
And Max Holloway.
Who knows, man? This shit is horrible. Like, literally, because I was in Huncho's stream, we were doing a round table, and he kept saying, Ferguson is out, Ferguson is hurt, Ferguson is this, Ferguson is that. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I know I'm like, Huncho don't know MMA. Like, or like, I wouldn't say don't know MMA, but I would say, like, he just don't, like, he don't talk about MMA. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean, like, Ferguson's hurt? Then I just go to ESPN and I see it, and I'm like, see the reason how, why it happened, and like that's when I figured out that Holloway was gonna be the replacement. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess it is what it is, I guess. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think that would be a good fight for definitely for both of them. I think that gives Khabib more of a stand-up challenge over, I mean, like, you know, over fighting Tony Ferguson, but like, I don't think Max Holloway, and quite frankly, I'm fighting with Max Holloway right now, but I don't think Max Holloway really has the experience to really tangle with somebody like that. Yeah, he said, Dana was like, bro, I'm not making that fight ever again. Quite frankly, bro, it's kind of bullshit, because you're gonna have to end up making that fight if T-Ferg is, like, you know, just like, if he comes back and he's just that dude, like, you can't deny him that fight, unfortunately. And quite frankly, if he is going to be the one, you know, if he's going to be good or not, basically. I'm like getting tied up because I'm trying to fight and talk, but if he's going to be good like he wants him to, and like, you know, if Tony's really with that shit, bro, he's gonna come back, and he's gonna be in contentions to fight Khabib for that title. So, and this dude, I'm about to fuck him up, bro. Okay, he's throwing a little bit of punches. Oh, what you gonna do with that? Get the fuck out of here, boy. So I don't know, bro. I'm confused with all this shit. Like, honestly, bro, that fight made the absolute most sense, bro. But that's another dub. Get the fuck out of here. That fight with Khabib and Tony is one of the best fights that we'll probably never see, or we'll see relatively later. I quite frankly think that's the best stylistic matchup for somebody like Khabib, with somebody who's good on the ground, to go ahead and then turn like those like scrambles into like submissions, doing a whole bunch of different stuff. I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen in that situation. So Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, that's gonna be fucking hilarious, man. That's gonna be hilarious. With whatever happens with that, I think, quite frankly, it's just really gonna all depend on. I don't think Dustin Poirier is gonna be able to put away Justin Gaethje. Honestly, I think Justin Gaethje has too much heart for that shit, and he's like, Brandon 335, shut up. Okay, I'll shut up. Now I'm back. But yeah, Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje is a matchup that stylistically I would love to see, because you have Justin Gaethje, who put up a hell of a fight against Eddie Alvarez, and I quite frankly, I don't think Dustin Poirier has enough to really in his arsenal to kind of put away Justin Gaethje. That's going to be interesting to see. I actually want to see that fight really badly too. So that's going to be a great one to kind of like pay attention to. Kind of like sit back, watch. That's going to be much more of a brawling match than anything. So like as far as predictions for this weekend, man, honestly, I have so much stuff that like I kind of like I've been talking to myself about it, and I'm like, oh, like I think I have the one, like I have predictions that I want to make, but I just don't think, I think it's gonna be so much different from what I'm predicting it as, and like kind of what's gonna happen. Like, so I just kind of think that I think Khabib is honestly going to like put Max Holloway in a coffin, dude. And I quite frankly think people are gonna hate me because I'm saying this, but quite frankly, I just kind of seeing it happen, and I can see basically where it would happen this way. Is basically Joanna Jędrzejczyk is gonna beat Rose Namajunas this time around, and I think that is kind of like for like publicity reasons, because then at that point you have to think about what you have now that since Rose won the first one, and then if Joanna wins the second one, you have a really good trilogy that you set up for that match. So I have no clue kind of like that situation with Joanna and Rose. I just think that positions themselves for a great trilogy fight whenever that comes up, if it does come up. And if it does, I mean, that's just tragic, dude. Like, but you said Khabib is gonna ground and pound Max Holloway. I mean, it's likely. It's definitely likely. I mean, I kind of see that happening. I really feel like that. Like, Max Holloway has never fought nobody like Khabib. So you tell me who's in the featherweight division that fights like Khabib, that can take you to the ground and keep you there? Nobody. Then you're coming in on training camp, like on a 6-day training camp, like just trying to like make weight and trying to figure out everything. Dude, that's horrible. Like, they positioned him in a bad situation, honestly, with somebody like Khabib. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do against Khabib? Like, honestly. Like, what can you honestly do against Khabib? And that's a dub. Get the fuck out of here. Like, and then that just shows like Max Holloway's worth. That shows really what Max Holloway is worth, because then at that point, like Dana White said in his own words that I would never take Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is one that needs to like be on the card to like pick up the card, and he wants to put him with a full match. But at the end of the day, like, so you're telling me that Max Holloway, your celebrated like featherweight champion, does not have that same courtesy, and you're gonna put him in that situation? That's a fucked up situation to put him in. So I mean, yeah, granted, yeah, Max has heart, but that's not gonna be enough like to take Khabib. I mean, Edson Barbosa had heart by even fucking stepping in the octagon with Khabib, and he got the worst fucking part of everything. Like, that shit was definitely not fair. Everything that they did was definitely not fair. Like, Khabib fucked him up, made him look like a bitch. Really, at the end of the day, just put it to where he basically looked like a bitch. I mean, dude, it was fucking horrible. Like, you really fucking did that. Like, dude, Khabib made him look like it was not shit, and that was an issue. So, I mean, who knows anymore? I don't know shit anymore, obviously, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Connor legend to be equal. UFC don't want, no one could do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Connor has not fought in over fucking 500 fucking days. It's been over 500 days since he's fought. In this case, like letting one man rule your whole division like that is a fucking issue. That is a whole issue, because no fucking way possible should he be able to do all that shit and be able to fucking fight whenever he wants to and do whatever the fuck he wants to. That's not how shit works. So, quite frankly, I have no clue what the fuck's gonna happen. But the UFC has to get their shit together. Quite frankly, at the end of the day. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm back. So pretty much, I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen at this point. Because you letting fucking Connor do that shit, letting him fucking get off scot-free, and then now, like, even trying to position a fight, like, that shit is horrible. So they gotta figure out what the fuck they're gonna do with all this shit, because all this shit does not make sense.
So more than 15 years, the gap in age between these two.
Oh yeah, I mean, granted, like I wouldn't say that though. I wouldn't go to the extent that far, saying that he shouldn't have boxed at all. I mean, I agree with him boxing. Like, cool, like go fucking box, do whatever the fuck you're gonna do, man. But you know, like whenever, like I think like somebody should have like pushed him away from that idea. I don't think that Dana should have been there the whole time and everything like that. Like, but that's what they did, man, and they positioned him that way.
All right, we are getting underway here at
Floyd fighting Connor in MMA, that's a fucking horrible, that's a horrible idea, dude. Like, you don't know how horrible that is, man. Like, anybody that thinks that's a good idea, no. And then, like, I just quite frankly see that's not good at all, dude. Like, honestly, like, and then plus with Floyd, honestly, like, this is my suggestion when it came to Floyd. I was like, dude, like, honestly, what you can fucking do is you can honestly get on the ground, army crawl all the way to Floyd, and then just ankle pick the fuck out of him, and then call it a day. Call it a day from there. Bro, just ankle pick the fuck out of Connor. Like, dude, that's all that really matters at that point. Cause like, there's nothing that he can honestly do. Like, you telling me if somebody kicks you right there in your fucking leg that he's gonna stand there and be ready for that? Fuck no, dude. He can't do that shit. You think somebody picks him up, throws him to the ground, and fucking wrestles him around, bro? You think that's gonna be it? Like, no. Like, dude, you think he can do all this shit that everybody fucking does in the UFC? Fuck no, dude. He won't even come close to that. Come on. Fuck, dude. I can't knock this dude out. Oh, I mean, like, yeah, like, if he stood right there striking wise, he would have to, like, and I don't even think that would go really well for him. Oh, knocked him the fuck out against the gate. Let's go. And, like, I mean, quite frankly, I think that Floyd standing toe-to-toe, that might not even help him, because he would have to change his game tremendously. Like, tremendously. Like, it would have to be, like, pretty much him and, like, actually being elusive, dodging punches, dodging everything, and making sure he can get around, throw punches, and do stuff like that. Because he can't take head punches like that with 4-ounce gloves. He'll get knocked the fuck out. Yeah, Connor is a fucking striker. He's not a ground fighter, of course, as everybody knows, but it just really, like, dude, him against Floyd is not even, like, funny. Like, that shit is not even, like, a joke. Like, you doing that is, like, putting him in there, and, like, that's murder. Like, that shit is horrible, man. Like, even letting him do that. Oh, yeah, I play UFC, man. I love UFC, man. I love talking about it. I like training. I like a lot of shit. I like a lot of that shit. Yeah, like, that's what they were talking about. They were talking about Floyd versus CM Punk. Holy shit, dude. Would damage his hands, UFC gloves. Yeah. Yeah, Floyd has brittle hands, man. Yeah, Floyd versus CM Punk, dude. That would be horrible. That would just be like, hey, CM Punk, dude. That's just like basically sitting there saying, hey, man, we don't really fucking like you. We're just going to put you in here with Floyd and watch Floyd beat the shit out of you with everything he's fucking got in his first UFC match. Oh, man, yeah, I appreciate it, Mike Tyson, Dapaki Fury, the man. I don't know. But, yeah, dude, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, just kind of getting the channel off the ground, man. So, yeah, I appreciate the sub, man. And if you like it, we usually talk Houston Texans, like Houston sports, because that's where I'm from. But this is like the first installment of my MMA episodes. So there'll be more of them coming. So I greatly appreciate it, man. But I think after with all this stuff, man, like there's so much going on in the UFC, man. Especially with now I got a question. Like pretty much, what do y'all think about the I think it's UFC 226 in Chicago, where I think it's definitely who else is in there? Cormier and Stipe Miocic. I'm drawing blanks and shit. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a good fucking fight, and I don't know who to pick in that fight. Got your bitch ass. Let's go. He ain't even go to sleep. Man, look, like, honestly, oh, Brock, yeah, I think Brock, yeah. I like him more as a wrestler, too. Because he's really one-dimensional when it comes to, like, MMA. All he wants to do is wrestle. He can't fucking strike to save his life, and he gets out-striked by everyone. So, I don't know. But, yeah, like, Cormier and Stipe, if something happens with that fight, dude, I'm done, dude. Like, if there's some way that we can't, like, get that fight because one of them is injured or whatever happens from that point, like, I'm done, dude. Like, I'm done with everything, man. Like, I won't even watch MMA anymore. Like, that would be the day. Bro, talking about Wink versus Stipe. Bro, Wink would not even make it. He'll be sitting there talking about some, man, bro, I'm like, none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that.
Knee to the body there. That one, though, blocked by Hunt. And there comes the separation now.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that fight. That fight is the most interesting fight of this year so far. So I have no clue kind of what happens with that. What's y'all's predictions with the Stipe and Cormier? Oh, go to sleep, boy. Hip kick. John Jones, he's in the middle of a hearing right now. So basically his last fight with Cormier, he tested positive for Turinabol, basically, which is a steroid substance, but it was such a small trace that it looks like it was not intentional. So for John Jones right now, he's going through his hearings. Pretty much he already met with CSAC, which is the California sanction, and now he's going to meet with USADA, basically, which is the one who governs the UFC's drug policy. So he has to go through them to figure out what's next for him. I'm leaning more Stipe. I think Cormier can out-wrestle Stipe, plus he won't have to worry about a weight cut. Yeah, that's true. I just think when it comes to this, I don't think it goes to wrestling. Because what you have to kind of think about is that Stipe is a fucking collegiate wrestler. He was he was really good. So I think it's going to be more striking, and in that case where Cormier would have to get more in, and like Stipe has an 8-inch reach advantage. So Stipe has 80-inch reach. Daniel Cormier has 72. That's going to be bad for DC. And yes, I heard Triple G and Canelo got canceled just simply due to Canelo testing positive for his steroid substance that he had, which is unfortunate. Of course, I know a lot of people want to see that fight, but that's exactly what happens, man. You have this dude who I guess, tested positive for this shit, which is horrible. Oh shit. I'm caught. Oh my goodness, man. Oh fuck. That shit hit hard. So it's not really UFC does not use, they don't use roids to cut down weight. They use it more or less to like regain strength and stuff after they cut weight. Oh yeah, I think he'll try to wrestle, and he'll definitely meet his fucking match with Stipe with wrestling. Yeah, Robbie, I'm alright, man. I'm over here. I'm hitting the bong right now, man. I'm just fucking myself up. So. Oh shit, man, that shit hurt. But yeah, I think they usually use steroids to regain after they cut weight. So that's mainly what you'll find it for. You don't really find them to cut weight. You just find them mainly to do that simple purpose.
Oh, big left hook there. Nice outside leg kick there.
Oh, I know this dude. This dude, he throws crazy fucking knees, bro. He throws like mainly knees.
Lands a big right hand early.
So I'm kind of scared, but who wins, Stipe versus Lesnar? Stipe, easily. Stipe would beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar, dude. Like, quite frankly, Stipe would honestly beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar like it was not shit, dude. Because Brock Lesnar simply relies on his wrestling. And this is what makes Stipe a great champion, because one thing that you don't notice is that what all these great champions they have is like universal all-around skills. You can't just be good at one thing. Like even Khabib, even though he's mainly wrestling, he can still strike with you. He can strike with a lot of people, dude. So like, quite frankly, like you're gonna have great champions that like do this shit all day long. This is not shit for them. So it just really kind of depends. I think honestly Stipe would have Brock Lesnar in that situation. So I don't know, but what's your opinion on Ronda Rousey? Dude, she was good for the sport while she was definitely here. She put a lot of recognition on the women's division, which I think honestly they really needed. They really needed that at that point, just to get that publicity. Ronda Rousey was still fucking good. She just like, she had one move, nobody could stop. Her jiu-jitsu was fucking amazing. She could armbar the shit out of anyone. So people were fucking pissed. They use diuretics. Yes, they do. They use diuretics to cut fast. Yes, they do. Stipe versus Healthy Kane. Oh my god. What do you mean? You want to talk about a super fight? That right there would be the biggest super fight I've ever seen. Stipe versus a Healthy Kane. Yeah, like, bro, like, that's exactly why Francis Ngannou fucking lost to Stipe. He was so one-dimensional. All his fights came simply from, you know, just catching guys at the right time, punching guys, and he eventually won. Like, that shit was crazy. And they thought that was good for the sport. I mean, which it still was, because now a lot of people know who Francis Ngannou is. So that's something good. But hey, that's just crazy. I agree. What about Francis versus Brock, since he came to want that fight? Oh, Rousey was dominant in her prime, but she's a bitch. I can't have a feel about her. Oh, bro, that's just a persona, dude. Ronda Rousey's a really good woman, dude. She's really down to earth. She's really fucking cool. You should watch some of her like UFC interviews before she got so in depth into it to where they're forcing her to like be rude for publicity and just to bring like, you know, people to the sport. But Ronda Rousey, and all in all, dude, she's a good ass chick, man. Yeah, and then Francis versus Brock, that would not go well for fucking. I don't know, dude. Oh, dude, that's a fair shake in a fight. Brock is superior in wrestling, but if Francis Ngannou caught Brock one fucking time, dude, that's a wrap for his fucking face. Like, Francis Ngannou would reconstruct the fuck out of Brock Lesnar's face.
Oh, nice punch there behind the cheek.
That shit would not even fucking be fair. But yeah, dude, Francis had horrible cardio against Stipe. That's why I was like, dude, like if they ran that shit back, dude, and like against a Francis that had fucking cardio and that could keep going all day long, like, dude, that shit would not even be fair, dude. If matter of fact, like, but this is like, so I kind of contradict myself in this statement, dude, but I stand by the statement. If fucking Francis Ngannou had fucking cardio, bro, that shit, like, he would whoop everybody in the division, dude. That shit would not even be funny. Like, that shit would not even be funny. People think I'm joking. No, that's not even a joke. Like, he would crush everybody in the UFC. Yeah, like, Francis was still doing damage while he was like tired as fuck. It's like Stipe went directly to the cards, bro. But nobody can say it was a boring fight though. So it just kind of really depended. That's another dub. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, like if you seen Stipe's face after, his face was fucked, dude. But who's my favorite UFC fighter? Dude, it's such a toss-up. It's plenty of people, honestly. I have one for like each division, so I'll kind of give you one. I'll give you one for each division. In women's strawweight, of course, is Rose Namajunas. For women's bantamweight, I would say it's definitely gonna be Chris Cyborg. For bantamweight, which is DJ Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse. If it's featherweight. No, I mean featherweight is Demetrius Johnson. Bantamweight is definitely gonna be TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw is definitely my favorite fucking MMA fighter out of that division. Next division would be the lightweight division. In lightweight, of course, it's gonna be Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. After lightweight, it is definitely what's the next weight? I'm sorry. No, it's middleweight. It's middleweight. Middleweight's the next one. So middleweight, my favorite is definitely Yoel Romero. I love Yoel Romero. Welterweight, it is, I guess technically welterweight is going to be GSP. I love GSP. GSP is like really fucking cool. I love GSP. If welterweight, after welterweight, it goes to light heavyweight. In light heavyweight, yes, TJ was calling out Mighty Mouse, but Mighty Mouse won't take it. He won't take that fight. Light heavyweight, it's definitely fucking Johnny Bones fucking Jones, bro. I fucking love Johnny Bones Jones. John Jones was my favorite UFC fighter ever. That's how I even began watching the sport, was because of John Jones. If it wasn't for John Jones, I probably wouldn't know nothing about MMA whatsoever. And in heavyweight, it is definitely my favorite fighter. He's kind of a sleeper, but definitely Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis, I love Derek Lewis just simply because he's from the H. He's from H-Town. I fucking love that shit. And then especially because he's just a good fucking fighter, dude.
And he connects there.
He's doing a great job of
so like definitely huge. Like those are definitely all my favorite fighters.
canceling each other out.
Sharp elbow there by Max Holloway.
Yeah, the black fucking beast. Yeah, John Jones is just fucking fun to watch. I love John Jones, man. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for John Jones, I wouldn't know nothing about this fucking sport.
Oh, he connects there.
Ground and pound from the top. Hammers.
Hammer fist again, landed by McGregor.
Back to half guard now.
Nice punch there by Connor. The ground strikes continue.
Dude, this dude is a bitch.
Oh, nice. Into side control. Excellent
No,
movement
I'm
on the
just
ground here.
pass.
Always
Okay.
trying to better his position.
Yeah, I know, like, Derek Lewis is just pure fucking entertainment. Like, it's so funny how he's still trying to
He's getting
fuck
off some
Ronda
very
Rousey,
nice grounded pound
even
here.
though she's fucking, like, married.
Back up.
Like, I found that shit the most interesting.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. 2 minutes to go in the round. Man, Joe, he continues to leave that head open. His opponent's got to be salivating at this point. Oh!
He is clearly in big, big trouble.
Damn it. Damn.
Big body shot.
But, like, it's like Derek Lewis is still a good fucking fighter, too. So it's not like Derek Lewis is just, like,
Nice punch to the body.
trash or anything. Derek Lewis is still fucking dope. Like, the last fight he just had against old boy.
Nice job by the defense.
Both men exchange.
I forgot. Who was it? Who was he just fight? Damn. Who did Derek Lewis just fight?
Really
Who did Derek Lewis literally just fight? He just fought somebody. I don't know. I forgot who it
How
was.
about that shin?
But
Ball left hook to the head. It's
I
blocked.
think it was like Tabora or something like that, maybe. Yeah, it was Tabora. Okay, it was Tabora. All right, cool. I was like, I knew it was somebody. I was like, dude, it was somebody. Knock his bitch ass out. Go to sleep. All right, so who do I see winning?
Wicked knockout.
Yeah, his back dude be fucking him up, bro. When he was about to fight Fabricio Werdum, bro, I thought, I was like, bro, Dedrick Lewis, bro, was about to fuck him up. But you said, who do you see winning? Cyborg fights Nunes? Bro, Chris Cyborg is my favorite fighter. I see Chris Cyborg winning that fight. She would fuck Amanda Nunes up, man. Amanda Nunes is not ready for that shit at all. So I don't like, dude. That should be crazy, man. That shit is crazy, man. Cyborg will beat the shit out of Amanda Nunes, dude. Like it was like it's that easy. Like she's an ultimate savage. I don't know what else to say about Chris Cyborg. But yeah, I don't even know. This shit is crazy. But yeah, give me 1 second, fellas. I'll be right back.
All right, coming up next, what should be a good lightweight clash between Max Holloway and Conor McGregor. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. Holloway is 26. McGregor is 29. Holloway is 2 inches taller. McGregor will have a 5-inch reach advantage.
All right,
And
I'm
with the
back.
official introductions, here is the veteran voice of the Octagon,
Shit.
Bruce
You
Buffer.
said Alex Oliveira got a replacement Brown in his fight against Carlos Condit. Oh, I wanted to see Matt Brown fight Carlos Condit, man. All right, Mr. Killer KB, bro. Like, I know you personally, like from high school, but if you fucking tell me, do you watch JRE, Joe Rogan Experience? I just want to know if you do, because if you do, bro, we're just ultimately best friends, bro.
Caught him with a punch.
And I wish that we hung out more in high school, quite frankly.
Good uppercut there for Holloway.
Cause I've been fucking with this shit since high school. You watched it. Yes, bro. You can't, like, if you fuck with the MMA, you watch JRE, bro. You have to watch JRE. Like, did you see the JRE with Matt Brown? Because I don't watch all his JREs. I watch more of his MMA-based JREs because I don't really fuck with, like, his podcast as a whole. I just fuck with the MMA ones. Because the one with Matt Brown was fucking awesome, dude.
Pretty good straight punch for him there, Joe. Oh, nice knee to the body. Very nice.
Oh, he got caught. He is in trouble.
Got his ass. Let's go. Let's get it. Fuck with your boy. He's like, yeah, that man, he's super disciplined, bro. And when he was talking about this shit in Canada, I mean not Canada, but Cuba, and everything that was going on in Cuba, bro, that shit was crazy, man. I was like, dude, that's crazy. That was real crazy, actually. How long has this stream been going? Can somebody tell me how long the stream's been going, actually? Because I kind of lost track. It does not give me the time.
Now we go inside the octagon.
Because I'm having, like, super fun, but I don't want it to be, like, too long. But like, this will be a regular thing. MMA shows, I'm glad that I have people that actually come and they want to talk about the MMA show and stuff like that, so that's really fucking awesome. So I really appreciate the support from today, dude, like, because this is like my first episode, and so I just wanted to make sure that it was good. Okay, so it's like 45 minutes. Okay, bet. So yeah, I might end it soon, but definitely, like, I really appreciate y'all, because like I didn't know, like, I had too many MMA fans, so I was kind of expecting it to be a little worse tonight. I thought, like, it wasn't going to be as many people, like, really, like, watching and stuff like that. Yeah, Eddie Bravo do be high as hell. But, yeah, like, dude, like, yeah, but I didn't know I had that many people that watch MMA, dude, so that's fucking awesome. I'm glad that I do. So now I can just give y'all, like, quality content on that, man. So, like, y'all have, like, y'all separate things that y'all want to fuck with, separate things y'all want to watch. I mean, I appreciate that. Oh, I have seen Joe Rogan's kicks, bro. Joe Rogan's kicks are fucking crucial. They look like they'll, like, fuck you up. Like, they look like, honestly, bro, if Joe Rogan really got, like, in range of you and you say some slick shit to Joe Rogan and he kicks you, I imagine, like, that's like instantaneous death, bro. Like, there should be no reason why you should be living from that. Like, I don't think there's anybody that can sit there and say, hey, I took a Joe Rogan kick to the face and lived. He kicks harder than Francis Ngannou punches on the machine. That is fucking ridiculous. Granted, yes, like, your legs are meant to go, like, harder, but, like, even Francis Ngannou's, like, arms, the way that he was doing that is fucking insane. Yeah, like, everybody, like, he said that, honestly, like, he said it in the JRE. He was like, basically, like, he has a lot of UFC fighters who are friends, and, like, he actually teaches some of them, like, you know, like, saying, like, you know, like, he was like, yeah, dude, like, they always come, like, they wanna deal with, like, they wanna learn my kicks and shit, and I be teaching them kicks and shit, and I was like, oh, dude, like, damn. He said his spinning, like, his spinning will kick, he said his spinning will kick is, like, crazy good. He said his spinning, like, his spinning heel kicks, his spinning wheel kicks, all that shit is crazy. He said, dude, like, all that shit, like, is crazy. Oh, Barbosa versus Lee, I've seen that, dude. I have Kevin Lee in that fight, dude. I liked what I seen from Kevin Lee, dude, against T. Ferg, bro. Like, quite frankly, dude, I see him doing really well against Barbosa. I think ever since really Khabib did what he did to him, and I think ever since Khabib really, like, fucked him up the way he did against wrestlers, I don't see him doing too good. Oh shit, he's fucking me up. Got him. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But I'm glad we could end this one on a dub. So, but I appreciate all the support from this, bro. That was crazy, man. I didn't know too many of y'all fucked with MMA, man. So, but I'm gonna bring y'all some more content. Most definitely. Do you think Covington deserves a shot? Bro, fuck no. Covington doesn't deserve a shot at RDA. But, you know, they're playing the shit, man. They're playing the shit, dude. But, like I said, bro, I appreciate all the support, man. I definitely will catch y'all here. Definitely I'll have another one going. But I appreciate all the support, man. Until next time, I will catch y'all later, man. Screwston out, man.